good loss, मतलब बड़ा
हाँ
loss,
हाँ,
and what was the main learning from that loss for you?
right. So this was 2018 January में.
Okay.
Like what I did, almost 50% of my portfolio
हम्म.
एक ही स्टॉक में मैंने डाल दी थी. आई विल नॉट टेक
Okay.
द नेम, राइट,
Right.
बिकॉज वो सिक्लिकल स्टॉक था एंड
अच्छा.
लुकिंग एट द पी 7-8 पी पे मिल रहा है.
Okay.
एंड यूजली हम क्या करते हैं, सिक्लिकल्स मोस्ट ऑफ अस डोंट अंडरस्टैंड. हमको
Right.
लगता है कि दीज आर ऑल्सो सेम लाइक द नॉन सिक्लिकल्स.
Correct. Coming to the lessons, uh, can you share one memorable lesson जहाँ पे you had made some good loss, मतलब बड़ा loss,
हाँ,
and what was the main learning from that loss for you?
राइट. सो दिस वाज 2018 जनवरी में.
Okay.
लाइक व्हाट आई डिड, ऑलमोस्ट 50% ऑफ माय पोर्टफोलियो
हम्म.
एक ही स्टॉक में मैंने डाल दी थी. आई विल नॉट टेक
Okay.
द नेम, राइट,
Right.
बिकॉज वो सिक्लिकल स्टॉक था एंड
अच्छा.
लुकिंग एट द पी 7-8 पी पे मिल रहा है.
Okay.
एंड यूजली हम क्या करते हैं, सिक्लिकल्स मोस्ट ऑफ अस डोंट अंडरस्टैंड. हमको
Right.
लगता है कि दीज आर ऑल्सो सेम लाइक द नॉन सिक्लिकल्स.
Correct.
बट सिक्लिकल्स में अगर सिंगल डिजिट पी में कोई आता है, दैट मीन्स इट इज टाइम टू सेल एक्चुअली,
Right.
राइट.
Right.
तो वो देख के मुझे उतना पता नहीं था, बिकॉज आई वॉज मोस्टली अ फंडामेंटल गाय.
हम्म.
और आई जस्ट बिगैन माई फुल टाइम जर्नी इन टू मार्केट्स बाई इन 2016. वो 3 साल में उतना तो नॉलेज आता नहीं है.
Right.
तो इन दैट सिक्लिकल आई टुक अ बिग बेट, और वो नीचे जाता गया. आई एवरेज इट अ लिटिल, राइट. एंड देन वन फाइन डे वो उतना लॉस बेयर नहीं कर पा रहा था. तो आफ्टर अ 20 25% कट, राइट, आई सेड अभी पूरा साफ कर देते हैं इसको. सो दैट इज व्हेन आई रियलाइज कि never take above a certain percentage which will not let you sleep at night,
Right.
right? So
Right.
maximum, even now I go would be 10%.
Okay.
Usually 5% is what I'm keeping it at. But let's say you're very convinced ki this one will do really well, up to
हम्म.
10% you can go, right?
हम्म.
And also cyclicals is something that I would suggest most of the retail investors to read, because not many books talk about them.
Right.
Usually books, what they tell you, buy something at low PE, low price to book, right? Earnings growth
Yes.
अच्छा है. So at the
Yes.
top of the cycle, earnings growth, सब fantastic लगता है आपको,
Correct.
right?
Correct.
So I would suggest people to first bifurcate with what is non-cyclical and what is cyclical, and then take the
Absolutely.
step forward.
Absolutely. In fact, last time when I was having a discussion with Prakash sir from
And
Plutus Advisors,
right,
he also suggested कि you can build smaller positions, maybe 2%, 3%
hmm,
for overall stocks of your portfolio. But
right,
the winners that you think you have your conviction for the
hmm,
winners, you just increase your position sizing and take it to maybe around 10%.
right,
So that also helps you building wealth in the
correct,
longer run. पैसा वहीं से बनता है. तो
right,
if some of your larger position stocks, if they do quite well, if they multiply 2x,
hmm,
3x, 4x in a short
right,
period of time,
right,
then you end up making wealth much faster if you had only
correct,
2% of that stock in your stock in your portfolio, right?
true.
So that was these learnings are really very important. बहुत ध्यान से I would recommend all the viewers, बहुत ध्यान से, even after the live ends you should watch this video once again. प्रकाश सर वाला भी वीडियो एक बार जरूर देखो, नोट्स बनाओ, because see ultimately as you can also understand from today's discussion कि what Sandeep sir is also telling कि psychology is very very important when you're trading, when you're investing. So if you have control over your mind, and if you know what you have to do in what kind of a situation, then you're going to be very safe, right? And ultimately the objective is, although the objective is to make some money, but
Hmm,
the priority should be to not lose
right,
your capital at least,
yes,
right?
right.
Then ट्रेडिंग के बारे में, इन्वेस्टिंग के बारे में तो बहुत हो गया. What else do you like outside of trading, investing? What are your hobbies? What do you do to relax?
So I have a pet. So having a pet helps a lot, I would say.
Absolutely.
तो
Absolutely.
उनके साथ खेलना हो गया, नहीं तो यू टेक देम फॉर अ वॉक, राइट. यू जस्ट अनवाइंड
Right.
बाय डूइंग दैट. आई ऑल्सो रिसेंटली, अभी 2-3 साल हो गया, आई स्टार्टेड प्लेइंग वीडियो गेम्स, तो PS5
Okay.
खेलता हूँ थोड़ा.
Okay.
तो
Great. Great.
दैट ऑल्सो हेल्प्स अ बिट,
Yes.
राइट. और एल्स some good series I like, these thriller, suspense वाले series. So
हम्म।
that also helps to take your mind off trading. नहीं तो
राइट।
पूरा दिन अगर if you keep looking at the same thing, you end up being, I mean, you lose your sanity, I would say, after a
एब्सोल्युटली।
while.
एब्सोल्युटली, देन यू एंड अप ड्रीमिंग अबाउट स्टॉक्स आल्सो,
करेक्ट करेक्ट, तो
स्टॉक्स एंड
वो भी
चार्ट्स।
होता है.
Okay, so last question for the day.
Yeah,
Tell the viewers one mantra you live by that
right.
our audience can also take away from this session.
ओके. सो टू फेवरेट कोट्स है मोहित जी, जो मैं बोलना चाहूंगा. सो
Yes,
वन इज फ्रॉम चार्ली मंगर. तो बोलते हैं, द बेस्ट थिंग अ ह्यूमन कैन डू इज टू हेल्प अनदर ह्यूमन बीइंग नो मोर. राइट. जो अभी
absolutely.
हम अभी कर रहे हैं, टू काइंड ऑफ गाइड देम एंड टेल देम टू बी अ लिटिल कॉशियस एंड रीड मोर बिफोर यू इन्वेस्ट.
Right,
पैसा सबको बनाना है. पैसा बनेगा भी इन द इंडियन मार्केट्स इन द लॉन्ग रन.
right,
बट डोंट बी इन दैट हरी टू मेक इट.
right,
राइट. एंड
right.
वन मोर कोट बाय मोहम्मद अली द बॉक्सर: service to others is the rent you pay for your room here on earth. Right. So
Absolutely.
these are the things. So that is why even I keep on posting so much on my handle also, to let the retail know what is happening in the market so that
Yes,
they can benefit.
yes.
सबको टिप्स चाहिए वो अलग बात है, बट देन आई यूजुअली रिफ्रेन फ्रॉम गिविंग एनी स्टॉक टिप्स. राइट. यू फर्स्ट अंडरस्टैंड द मार्केट. टिप तो अपने आप ही बन
Absolutely.
जाएगा. राइट.
Right, right,
You
right.
understand the market, you can only generate that tip. You don't need
Correct,
someone else to give you that tip.
correct, correct.
So,
So, really very thankful to you, Sandeep ji, for coming to the episode. And I hope a lot of people they have benefited a lot from your views on the markets. And the most important thing is we have talked a lot about psychology, जो कि
yeah,
ultimately decide करेगा in the longer run whether you are going to make money in the markets or not.
right.
So with that, I would like to wrap up. And again, once again, Sandeep ji, very, very
Thank you,
thank
Mohit.
you
Yeah,
from myself and from the viewers also.
right. Thank you. It was a wonderful session. I hope people liked it. And also, thank you, Mohit,
Absolutely.
for
Thank you so much,
doing.
sir.
Yeah, thank
Thank
you.
you.